We've all been guilty of it. We hear what we want to hear and not what we need to hear. Raise your hand if you know what I'm talking about.
No.
Okay, if you rose your hand, you can put them down now. This is just a video and I can't see them anyways. Now, would you be surprised to hear that many salespeople out there tell you what you want to hear so you'll work with them? As a professional real estate agent, it's not a tactic I'm a fan of. I'm Keith with the Walker team here in Tahoe today, and I'm going to give it to you straight. Here are 5 common myths home sellers may hear when speaking to real estate agents. Myth number 1, you can list your home high and always come down later. This is usually the number 1 statement that leads to a potentially costly mistake. I can certainly understand that as a seller, you would like to list high to leave room for negotiating. But have you considered the major problem this creates for you as a seller? Most people won't bother to look at a property that's priced too high. Would you rather be able to negotiate multiple offers or no offers at all? Overprice and you risk being rejected by the market and never selling. Myth number 2, I'm your friend and I have a real estate license. This is a common one that I hear. To be honest, almost everyone we know has a friend. There's a common joke in real estate. If you don't have any friends that are realtors, you don't have any friends. Were you aware that 5% of the realtors do 90% of the business? The key question here is very simple, really. Do you need to sell your property, or are you looking to do your friend a favor?
But what if I were to tell you that I could sell this house for 30% above market right now?
That'd be great. Could you do it?
In a heartbeat, Robbie. Look, I got my real estate license a few years back for shits and gigs.
Myth number 3, another agent says, I can get you more money. This I hear all the time, usually from an inexperienced agent with very little transactional experience. Rewind back to myth number 2. Unfortunately, these agents are more excited about taking a listing than worrying about actually getting it sold. Most are afraid to tell the truth and risk upsetting the seller, and the rest are unable to figure out the right price for the property due to a lack of expertise and experience. This may shock you, but many agents are taught to take the listing at any price and then wear down the seller until they agree to lower their price. It's a shame, as this is the number 1 reason that listings expire after being rejected by the market and never sell, leaving an extremely unhappy seller behind. Myth number 4, other agents don't know the neighborhood like I do. This is something I hear occasionally, but it's usually from sellers that are unaware that with the advantage of the internet and targeted online marketing of a home, the agent who only works a small neighborhood is becoming more uncommon and almost non-existent. Our team typically carries a much larger inventory of properties, which in turn results in more buyer traffic and buyer leads than many traditional realtors. The bottom line is, with more buyers from all over Silicon Valley and the greater Bay Area, we have a much higher probability of selling every home we list. Myth number 5, selling homes is the same as it was 10 years ago. This usually means an agent doesn't have the courage to tell a seller the truth about why something does not work anymore or why they haven't kept up with the changing times. Whether it's telling the truth about why print advertising does not work, it only promotes a company's brand, or why they don't invest in quality video production, the number 1 source of retention in viewing your home online. These sellers are disappointed when they discover the truth. Generally, these sellers just realize, once again, that those agents just lack the courage to have a direct, truthful conversation, or are just afraid or unable to keep up with perpetual modernization.
Why, you're nothing but a great big coward.
You're right, I am a coward. I haven't any courage at all. I even scare myself.
Don't hire that guy. As always, I'm Keith with the Walker team of Ventura, here to educate and navigate, not speculate and fabricate. Want to avoid these costly mistakes? Let's get you to make the right choice in the first place. Reach out to me, call, message, email when you're ready to interview the right realtor for the job. Thank you.